Hi, my name's Nerm. I'm from Birmingham and I love drum and bass. I got into music at a very early age, listening to all sorts of music from rock to pop to hip hop, and other stuff that doesn't rhyme with those things as well, like drum and bass and classical Indian stuff. And all of that kind of came together when I hit my teens, could go out clubbing, and discovered jungle drum and bass, and that's what just grabbed me by the scruff of my neck and went, "Hey, come here, you need to listen to more of this and get involved."
Hi, I'm Decode. I'm from Essex and I've been into drum and bass from the mid to late 90s. Used to listen to hip hop first off and a few club classics, but it all turned around when I got hold of one CD called Drum and Bass Selection 1, which came out on Breakdown Records, and ever since I heard that, my life just changed. And I've been a die-hard drum and bass fan since.
I think the first time I saw D, I thought, man, who is this? What is this moon-like object coming towards me through this dark club? And it turned out it was his head, because it's got quite a big head. And then he hung out a lot, and I think we went to. I think the actual point where we worked together was at one of my warehouse parties when D turned up and played, and he blew the place away. Had such a strong energy to him. It was wicked, isn't it? Like 800 people in a warehouse in Hackney, legitimately, I might add. Right, so Shiva Sound System was formed in around about 2000 with musicians working with me in DJ sets. I was in a punk band at the late 90s, an electronic punk band actually, called Charged. So the idea was to combine the live energy of a band with the excitement of a DJ gig. And Shiva Sound System was an experiment in combining musicians with myself as a DJ. That kind of evolved, just took on its own identity, its own life, and became this organisation.
There weren't no restrictions, there weren't any rules. It was like whatever goes, whatever sounds good, whatever feels good, we're up for it. Do you know what I mean? That was one major thing that attracted me to the whole kind of ideology of Shiva Sound System. And yeah, here we are now, doing the same thing, just getting older. When I play out, yeah, I'm a drum and bass head, man. That's what I feel. That's what I feel good. I feel the best at playing. But I think you're a little bit different. He's always played different stuff in a set, and I used to really enjoy that about it. That's why I was like, wow, man, this geezer's it's a bit of a fruitcake behind the decks, man. It's really interesting. But yeah, I just play drum and bass.
There's so many new tunes coming out with different tempo changes in them that it allows you to go places that you couldn't go before. You know, without some sort of master tempo trickery or whatever. There's tunes that have got tempo changes built into their production now.
I don't think there is an Asian underground anymore, and I don't think there should be, man. Drum and bass, to me, it's one of the most universal forms of music out there. Do you know what I mean? It's not racially sort of motivated. It's not, you know, obviously there's politics in music, but it's, you know, it's a form of music that everyone understands. It's the most basic form of rhythm. It's drums and bass. So I don't think there should be any kind of prejudice in it or any kind of race-led kind of motives.
I would say that whatever you're making, just make sure it sounds the best that it can do. If you're making and I mean, if you're making drum and bass, rock and roll, hip hop, pop, just make it comparable to everyone else out there, not just your peer group that happen to be your local mates down the pub, whatever colour they are. India's full of brown people.
I was quite shell-shocked when we went out there, because it was only a very niche amount of people that knew about drum and bass in a sense, and when you played it, the reaction was just unbelievable, man. But yet, half the people didn't know what they were dancing to. Our promoter was like, "Do you want to play for a little while?"
Like 3 tunes.
Yeah, he was like,
close
"Play
off the
3
night."
tunes." I was like, "Well, all right, fine, I'll play 3 tunes." I was like, "Look, but I'm going to play drum and bass." He was like, "No." I was like, "Okay, look, I'll play 1 drum and bass track, and if no one likes it, I will gladly step off." 2.5 hours later, I bought in New Year's Eve. I bought in the New Year, and I'm not joking, I'm seeing about 25,000 people on this beach going absolutely crazy to X-Ray. People in the front, they couldn't even blink. They were like, "What is this music?" I was like, "It's just music. Just carry on having a good time."
Yeah.
And it's just really exciting to see that happen, you know?
Yeah. I tell you what, India feels like early 90s London. It's got that same excitement right now.
I was buying records, I was doing the thing, but I was like, I don't just want to play records. I want to represent the scene as opposed to just be a DJ in the scene, which which includes DJing, which includes production, which includes radio and everything. And I thought, okay, let me just have a crack at it because I've got ideas and I want to express myself through it and hopefully play my own music. So around 2003, I just stumbled into a studio through a mutual friend of mine, and I literally just started mucking around.
You fell on the keyboard and suddenly there was a tune there.
Yeah, literally a massive bass line came out. I just pressed record.
And I started producing just for a very different reason. I just think it was and I dabbled with production for years and years, but I was never happy with anything. And I think I've been really fortunate to work within Shiver Sound System with so many producers and musicians and DJs. And when you meet people that are just better than you at stuff, like in terms of production, you just go with it, don't you? I'm really into experimental dance music, like FX Twin. Planet Mu Records is one of my favourite record labels because they do some really challenging stuff electronically. And that's what I'm into production-wise, but DJ-wise, it's obviously drum and bass. I mean, when I make drum and bass, it just sounds poop compared to what he makes. So I just don't even put it on MySpace or anything.
It's not that bad. It's
rubbish.
Come on.
We want to entertain people as well. As I said, we don't want people to strut their chin until they're red and all the rest of it. We want people to have a good time, hear music they may not hear anywhere else, and go, wow, what was that? Yeah. But still have that excitement. And we want to entertain people as well as educate them. The old BBC maxim, to educate and entertain.
Obviously, we're going to be playing drum and bass because that's what we do and we love. New drum and bass as well from new artists, trying to express new ideas. Tempo changes, I suppose we like to call it, because you're getting so many tracks with variations in tempo, as well as some dubstep, but we're going to try and chuck in as well.
And some electro.
And some electro as well. Underground music, but hopefully in a bit more of a refreshing sense.
It's such a hippie,
what
man.
We do.
It's so rubbish being a hippie. I'm a punk through and through.
Energy.
Right?
It's a
universal energy. It's a universal energy.
We're going to be straight up.
Keeping the show.
Yeah,
making sure we
keeping
don't get
our
fired,
jobs basically.
Yeah. No, I think the next, we'd like to take this forward. We'd like to, get more people listening to drum and bass, get more people buying drum and bass records. Because at the moment, everyone seems to be buying dubstep on vinyl. No one's buying drum and bass on vinyl, which it's a shame.
Yeah.
But I think that's maybe because there's, competition on the underground scene because there's loads more underground music coming up and loads more places to buy records. The internet's changed things an awful lot, and I think we've really got to embrace all of that stuff and turn it around for artists and producers and the public to enjoy themselves once again and rediscover that drum and bass magic. You know what I mean? The one thing that makes
that mythical element to it.
Yeah, man, that made you want to hunt that down and bring a bunch of girls in because we love girls.
Love women.
Yeah, great.
Just full-on production, like just really just writing as much music as possible, representing as much as possible, DJing as much as possible, and just making the music go forward and upwards. I think that's our main priority,
sure.
And have a bloody good time.
Bringing that vibe back to drum and bass. I just want to expand on that in 2008 and make sure we do it.
Yeah.
And like really embrace digital stuff as well as trying to work out a way of getting people to buy vinyl again. We make the cutting edge music. We actually, we're on the cutting edge of music. We should be on the cutting edge of the music business as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.